I bet you thought that the video froze, but it didn't. Well, welcome back. Well, actually, I should welcome myself back because it's been a while. But I am here today for a big update. So, for the lack of time or lack of videos I've been making, I'll make up for it in this one. It's going to be a huge update because I'm going to show you not only movies I got yesterday for Thanksgiving Day sale. I didn't go out today for Black Friday, but I bought a whole bunch of stuff. But I also have stuff that I've gotten over the past month. This November, this will be my November haul slash my Black Friday haul. So sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. First of all, I see that I gained a few subscribers, so welcome. For anybody that's new, welcome, and for everybody that has been following me, thank you, and hope you enjoy this video. Well, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through the stuff that came out earlier in the month that I have gotten that I just haven't shown off, and then we'll get into this nice whole big Black Friday schamil, I guess you want to call it. But let me see where I want to start. I'll start here. I bought this little box set here for 20 bucks at Best Buy. Really good sale. I thought it was really good because it comes with all 4 movies. Nice little box set. Each one came with its own digital copy too. So if anybody wants the digital copies, I don't use iTunes, so I'm willing to give them. The UVs I use most of the time, but iTunes I don't. So if anybody wants any, let me know in a comment. But this came out, has all 4 movies, nice box set of Ice Age. I like these movies. I've always liked them. I like the first one the best. I don't know why. All of them, it's not like they all got worse. It's just the first one I like the most. But it comes with all 4, Ice Age and, what is it? Ice Age The Meltdown. Let me pull them out and show you. But it comes with Ice Age The Meltdown, Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, and Ice Age Continental Drift. So for 20 bucks that this came to, I really couldn't pass it up. Like I said, I'm a stickler for deals. If I see a deal, even if I don't need the movies, I have all these on DVD already. Well, I had them on DVD. I had the one on Blu-ray, but upgrading them all to Blu-ray for 20 bucks. I can't beat it. But like I said, all 4 movies, Blu-ray, 20 bucks. They still have it actually. So if anybody's interested, they still have it at Best Buy for 20 bucks. Again, this one was 15 bucks. Comes with the 3 movies. I have all 3 on DVD. I actually like these movies. These are kids movies, but I like them. I get entertained very easily because I'm a kid at heart. But these are kind of funny movies, and that's Diary of a Wimpy Kid, all 3. The first one, the what is it? Roderick Rules is the second one, and Dog Days is the third one. But all 3 movies, this came to 15 bucks, all on Blu-ray. So I thought I'd pick that up. This one I was waiting for a long time. I didn't go to see it in the theaters. I always tell myself I'm going to go see movies in the theaters, and then I just never do. I don't know. It's just something in movie theaters nowadays. You go to sit down, you go to watch a movie, especially if you really want to watch it. Most of the time, you can't because there's people talking, there's people on their phone, so much crap that I don't even go to movies anymore. But I waited for a long time, and this came out, I think, 3 weeks ago now. But it stars Angelina Jolie and then Elle Fanning, who is going to be a really big star. Actually, what I'm planning on doing is doing a top 5 future stars. Well, Scarlets, I guess you want to call it. But that's for a future video. I'll explain it. But this one came out, and that's Maleficent, or Maleficent, or however you say it. Maleficent, I think. But pretty much what this is the story behind Cinderella. Cinderella, and that story. But this kind of takes it into a whole different realm. This goes behind, like, why she is the way she is, Maleficent or Maleficent. why she is the way she is, what she is. She's a fairy and all this stuff. But it's just a background story, and it's a little darker than it goes with the story too. It goes with Sleeping Beauty and the little fairies that grant her beauty and whatever, and then she pricks her finger. It still goes along the lines of that, but it's a different version. It's pretty cool. I liked it. Um, I was expecting a little bit different, I guess you want to call it, but it's not a bad thing. I enjoyed it a whole lot. I heard, mixed opinions. Some people said they could have did a lot more with it, which I don't really disagree, but I think they did enough. I think it was really good. But that's Maleficent. This one here I picked up last week, and I enjoy it. I grew up with 50s doo-wop music, so this movie came out, and it's based on a play, which is based on a group that I grew up listening to, and that's Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, and that movie's Jersey Boys. I also bought it because I'm a Jersey boy, I'm a Jersey kid, and the whole story. Newark, they're from Newark, most of them, and Newark is 20 minutes down the road from me, so it's very close. And it's pretty much the story, the backstory of, like I said, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Um, Clint Eastwood made this movie. It's pretty much based off of the Broadway play Jersey Boys. And what it is like I said, behind the scenes, what most people didn't see going on behind Frankie Valli. Whenever you see all these stars, you really don't know what's going on in their lives, in their business and everything. All you see is this, or well, all you hear is the songs and everything. So this pretty much takes you like behind the scenes of what goes on, what went on, how the group really wasn't as close knit as you would think. You see all these people on TV and they're singing together and everything, but you never know if they're really that close. But this is a really good movie. I mean, it's very slow. There's slow parts, but I enjoy stuff like that. Again, one, because I loved Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Two, it's in New Jersey. I know part of it. So, Jersey Boys, I'd say definitely check it out. If you're into that kind of stuff, like behind the scenes deal, uh, check that out, Jersey Boys. I picked this one up. It's not too bad. It's kind of all these comedies nowadays are getting too generic. Um, some of the same, not the same jokes or whatever, but the same gags. You kind of know what's gonna come. This one's all right. It's not too bad. It's about two guys dressing up as cops for they think it's a costume party, but it's not, and they're dressed up as cops, so they kind of just take it and run with it. They get the one guy goes nuts and builds his own cop car. What's his name? Damon Wayans Jr. or something? Is it Damon Wayans Jr.? I think it is. Yeah, Damon Wayans Jr. is in it. Jake Johnson. But like I said, they first of all, let me tell you the movie. It's Let's Be Cops. Like I said, pretty much they dress up as cops one night for what they think is a costume party, but it's not. And then they just go, they're like, forget it, let's just go with it. So the one guy goes a little bit more extreme. Damon Wayans Jr. character is like a game maker, and this other guy really doesn't do much. So he builds his own cop car, and then they pretend to be cops, and something goes on, and they run into trouble, which is, like I said, generic, but it is funny. It has its funny parts. It's pretty entertaining. But Let's Be Cops. This one I enjoyed a whole lot. I enjoyed the first one. This one I think is better than the first one, and it's just the way there's more into the story, I guess you want to call it. There's supposedly a third one coming out, but this one I liked a whole lot, and that's How to Train Your Dragon 2. Same people are in it. The guy Hiccup, who's pretty much the main character. Little spoiler alert, so if you don't want to know about it, if you haven't seen it, shut your ears. I was about to say shut your eyes. Shut your ears, I guess you want to call it. But in this one, he ends up meeting his mother, because in this one he travels to these different places that they don't know about and finds new dragons. He ends up finding his mother, and all of a sudden he runs into this like crew of people who are trying to steal dragons for this guy Drago. I think his name is Drago. Something. I could be totally lying, but they're stealing these dragons for this guy who pretty much calls himself like the dragon tamer or something, where he just takes control. In this one, there's a whole bunch of new dragons. There's these freaking gigantic ones, and then this guy over here is pretty cool. That's the one his mother rides. But this one just had a whole bunch of new stuff added to it. Like the beginning, the first one is pretty much just a leading up movie. Like it just kind of gets the story going. This one has a whole lot more action. It has a whole lot more like plot to it. I think this, like I said, I like the first one. I think this one's a lot better. So I'd say watch this one too. If you haven't seen it already, definitely check it out. This one I recently got from the Disney Movie Club. It came together with the next movie I'll show you. But this one, it's newer Disney stuff, so the graphics on the one, especially now, if you look at like Disney, all these little kids, the graphics are different. It's not a cartoon. It's not even like a Pixar kind of deal. It's its own, like it's weird. It's not cartoonish. But this one comes with Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas and Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. Um, like I said, I don't remember. I remember the old school Disney Christmas. What is it? The Christmas Story one or the Christmas Carol? I forget what it's called. But I remember that. This one, these two are newer. They all have their own little side stories. It's like there's like 4 different stories in each movie. But like I said, the first one is regular cartoons, the cartoons that I remembered, and this other one is like, I don't know if you could tell by the back, but it's just different. Like it's like, I don't know, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. This new like animation kind of deal. I didn't really get into it, but this one came for free, so if it comes for free, I'm gonna take it. And it came for free with this one, and that's the new Planes. I literally got this Monday. It took forever. I think it came out like 3 weeks ago, and it took that long to get to me. But this is Planes Fire and Rescue. What's his name? Dusty. He blows something in his body that at one point now he can't race. So at one point he's trying to do something and he runs into this tower and it causes a fire. So pretty much this whole place that he's at, this airport, it has to shut down because the fire engine is getting old. So he has to learn how to do this whole fire thing where he goes and picks up water and everything. But there's a backstory to it. I don't want to get into it too much. But this one's pretty cool. I like the first one a little bit better. This one still was pretty good, but Planes, Fire, and Rescue. This one I thought was pretty funny. Melissa McCartney, I think she's a really funny person. And that's Tammy. Pretty much what she does is picks up her grandmother, Susan Sarandon, and she leaves the house. She finds her husband like cheating on her, and her mother is all whatever. So she takes her grandma on this like road trip, and her grandmother is a drunk, and pretty much at one point the grandmother gets taken into jail. So the only way that she could get money is to go back to the job that she got fired from. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. But pretty much she robs this bank, gets the grandmother out, the grandmother to like hide. They go to this cousin's house or something. It's funny. You have to watch the movie. I don't want to break down everything. Plus, it wouldn't sound as funny because you just have to watch it. But Tammy, this I like better. This is one of my recent favorite movies. I like the first one. I thought it was really funny. This one overtook that, and that's 22 Jump Street with Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. These two guys are still teamed up, and this time instead of them sending them to the high school to find these drug dealers, they send them to the college, and it's just a little bit more into it. In high school, you don't see as much in college now. The scenes in this are just really funny. I'd say watch it. If you like the first one, you'll love the second one. Watch it. 22 Jump Street. I'm going to try to cut these down because I'm already, 15 minutes into it. And with all the rest, I don't want to spend too much. Um, this one was based on a book. I don't read. I can't read. I'm only kidding. I could read. It's just that I don't. But this one was pretty good. It stars uh, Chloe Grace Moretz, and that's If I Stay. Pretty much, this girl, Chloe's character, she is a brilliant, violinist. And is it violin? I think it's violin. And the one kid that's, popular in high school falls for her. And she doesn't believe it at one point. But, they start talking. And then in the middle of the movie, her and her family get into a car accident. And then pretty much it's her in the hospital, but like having like an out of body experience kind of deal. And then it's like a flashback to what happened. And pretty much what the whole story is her thinking, should I stay, dead, I guess you want to call it? Should I just end it and go up to heaven? Or should I, fight and try to find a way back into my being and to stay on Earth? It's pretty interesting. Like I said, it's based on a book. So I can't tell you if you read the book you'll like this, or if you read the book you won't like it. But for me, not reading the book, it's a good movie. I love these sappy movies. But it's definitely a good one. If I Stay. This is another one. Like I said, Elle Fanning's going to be a future starlet. Her too. Chloe Grace Moretz. She's really going to be she's a really good actress already. And the last one that is not in the whole, Black Friday deal is Into the Storm. Pretty much like a modern day Twister. I don't want to say the same storyline, but pretty much it's a town that gets hit with these tornadoes, and then they're coming up out of everywhere. At one point, they're trying to have a graduation outside, and the town gets stuck in this tornado. And pretty much, you have your experts, the storm chasers, that end up coming into this town and helping them, the people of the town, trying to beat these storms. Like I said, it's a modern day Twister kind of deal. Better graphics than Twister, of course, because of what they can do. But pretty much not the exact storyline, but pretty much storm chasers chasing tornadoes, trying to save themselves from it. But Into the Storm, it's an entertaining movie. Definitely give it a chance. So those were the ones that I got, between 3 weeks and a week ago, whatever. These are the ones that I went pretty crazy on. I spent over $100, but I got a whole bunch of movies for $100. So these are the movies that I got yesterday. Actually, before I do that, there is one more. The Sin City, A Dame to Kill. I didn't watch it, so if anybody knows anything, I did get Sin City, A Dame to Kill. That was from later on. This is now drumroll, getting into my Black Friday, if you want to call it, haul. I went and picked up the first Sin City, the Blu-ray digital HD one. What had happened was, when I bought this one, it came with this for, it was $18. But the one that they had didn't have the HD, or the digital HD UV copy. So when I went out yesterday, this was $4, so I decided to pick up another copy. So technically, right now, I do have 2 copies of the same movie. But for $4 and getting the code, I'll, at one point, maybe I'll throw this up and as a prize to a contest that I have. But most of these, to tell you the truth, I have not seen, so I'm just going to fly through them. But there is a lot. This one I haven't seen. It's got Guy Pearce and Robert Pattinson. It's the Rover. I don't know. It says something about a post-apocalyptic something. Something between Mad Max and the Animal Kingdom or something. It the back of the box looked pretty good, and for I think it was $7, I decided to pick it up, check it out. This one was $12.99 at Best Buy, so that's one of the cheapest I've seen it going for. I thought I'd pick it up. It's the Blu-ray DVD version of it, and that's The Nightmare Before Christmas. You can't go wrong. It comes with a whole bunch of, deleted scenes and a whole bunch of different featurettes that didn't come on the DVD, so I thought I'd upgrade it. This was the most expensive. This was $12.99. I got this one for $4. I've been waiting to see it. I've seen previews for it, and then I've seen it different places, but it's always been over $12, and I'm like, you know what, I could wait. And this one came to $4, and that's Ghost Team 1. I watched part of it yesterday. It's pretty much like a spoof of a scary movie. Pretty much these guys are ghost hunters, and they end up getting into this house with like a ghost that was like sexually active or whatever, and the only way that they can summon this ghost is to have like sex pretty much. But it's different, it's interesting. For $4 I picked it up. This one I remember seeing for a while, and it sounded pretty interesting. It says approximately 5.5 hours. It comes on 2 discs, Volume 1 and Volume 2, and it's pretty much, I don't know if it's a book or not, but this is Nymphomaniac, Volume 1 and 2. I popped it in just to see what the hell it was. I had no idea. I don't know if it was like a documentary style, but pretty much what it is this guy ends up finding this girl like beaten in an alley, and he brings her into his house, and pretty much she tells the story of what happened to her. But she tells him, I have to tell you the whole story to whatever. So I only got through part of the first Blu-ray just because I didn't check the thing, and it said approximately 5.5 hours. So when I have 5.5 hours, I'll sit down and finish the whole thing. But it seemed pretty interesting. Like I said, I popped it in just to see what the hell it was. But that was $4. Another one was $4. I just never owned it, so I thought I'd get it, and that's Killing Them Softly with Brad Pitt. Most of these I haven't seen, so if anybody knows of any of it or knows what the hell they are, definitely leave me a comment. In my previous video, my previous update, I got the 6th one of this. I found this. It's Wrong Turn 5 Bloodlines. The only 2 I have on Blu-ray right now are this one and the 6th one. But I didn't have this one. I kind of skipped over it. So, finding it for $4. And all my movies went all over the place. This one I got from Best Buy for $5. Stars Val Kilmer, Bruce Dern, and Elle Fanning. It says, what does it say? Once the nightmare begins, the terror never ends. No idea what it is. Looks kind of interesting. Well, I can't say interesting. It looks different, and that's Twixt. No idea. Pretty much I bought anything that I found cheap enough, and yeah. This one looks like it's like Planet 51 style. I don't know if it's like a sequel to it or like a spin-off kind of deal, but this is Escape from Planet Earth. This one was $4. I decided to pick it up. Titanic on Blu-ray. Comes with a Blu-ray DVD and digital copy. It has 2 discs of each. I don't know if it's just they couldn't fit the whole movie on. No, not mine. I lied. It says feature film, and it has 1 whole disc by itself for special features. So that's Titanic. This one I just never had on Blu-ray, so I thought I'd upgrade it. $4. The Expendables, the first one. I still have yet to get the 3rd one. I know it came out. I didn't get it yet, but I have this one and the 2nd one. Your typical action movie with freaking every action star that you can think of. At least in the first one, they didn't have as many as they do now, but Stallone, Statham, Randy Couture, Steve Austin, Jet Li, Terry Crews, Dolph Lundgren, who else? Bruce Willis, Mickey Rourke. Expendables. This one came out a long time ago. I don't know, probably like 5, 6 years ago. But I never got around to get it, and I just found it for cheap. I would have liked to have this one. Most of these with slip covers, but for $3 you can't beat it, or $4, whatever they all came to, and that's Megamind, starring what's his name? Will Ferrell's in this, David Cross, Jonah Hill, Brad Pitt. So I just never ended up getting this one, so I thought I'd pick it up. I don't know why I keep on bending it forward because it glares too much. So the Megamind. This one I found at Best Buy for, I forget how much it was, to tell you the truth. This was, I think, $12.99 too, but that's The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, the extended version. I was looking for the other one, but they didn't have it. Either that or it was just too expensive, or last night it was crazy. I was trying to get so much stuff and just probably passed over a whole bunch, but that's The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, the extended version. This one is Jason Statham. I can't talk. Redemption. No idea what this movie is about. I didn't even read the back of it. I just found it, went for it. Red 2, I haven't watched it yet. I enjoyed the first one, but I have not watched this. I think the first one had most of the same people in it, but this one I don't know. I don't know if it's a direct sequel to it or what it's about, but Red 2. This one was cheap, so I got it. Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy, Casey Affleck, who else is in this? Michael Pena, Matthew Broderick, and then one big girl from Precious, I think it was called. But that's Tower Heist. Again, I found it for cheap. This one I gave my DVD away, so I thought I'd pick up the Blu-ray of it. I never got around to watch it, but I heard really good things, so I kind of had to get the Blu-ray just to make up for it. Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, Robert De Niro, Jackie Weaver, and Chris Tucker. Silver Linings Playbook. I don't exactly know what it's about, but this one is Snitch with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This one is Nicolas Cage and Stolen. No idea. But it was cheap enough that I'd give good old Nicolas Cage a try. And the last one is Mud. For the longest time, I heard decent stuff about it. Never got around to get it. So I ended up getting it because this one was actually one of the cheaper ones I got. That was in a 3 something, unless I just priced it wrong. But Matthew McConaughey, Ty Sheridan, Reese Witherspoon, and Sam Shepard. Mud. So that was a nice 30-minute long, almost 30-minute long update. That is what I've gotten over the past month. Half of those were just what I got yesterday. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you're still sticking with me. I did make a new Instagram for anybody that follows me on here knows that I have an Instagram. I had Tony Has 9 Fingers. Now I have a new one, which pretty much I'm just taking pictures of my collection. Kind of one by one kind of deal. So eventually I'll have a whole bunch of pictures. But right now I think I'm up to like 120 pictures or whatever. But pretty much what I'm doing is just showing off my collection. So if anybody wants to, Tony's Movies, TonySMOBIES. I'll post it on the bottom of this. But if anybody has Instagram and wants to follow me or just check out the pictures of what I do have, definitely go and check that out. I'm sorry I haven't been around that much, but I've been working. The holidays have been kind of, getting crazy. Hopefully it dies down a little bit before Christmas, which should probably pick back up. But I'm going to try to make more videos. I will be making one, like I said before, in this little shamil. I will make a top 5. I've been waiting to do it, but I want to make a top 5 Scarlets, or, new starlets that are coming out. There's 5 girls that I want to talk about that, I have my actresses that, I've watched since I was little, and now they're older. Now there's a new generation coming up, so I will be talking about that. If anybody else has any reviews that you want me to, of these movies that you want me to go in depth with, if anybody has any other ideas that you want me to do, definitely leave me a comment or message me or something. I want to, sooner or later, I think once I hit 600 subscribers, because I'm close to it, I think I'm 35 off. Once I hit 600 subscribers, I will be doing another contest. So if you want, definitely share this video to get the word out. Like I said, once I hit 600, there will be another contest. I don't know what I'm going to give away, um, but I will give something away. Probably maybe another gift card. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to give something away. So here it'll technically be open now, but it'll help me or whatever. Once I hit 600 subscribers, there will be another contest. So definitely take this video, share it, spread the word, so then it'll come sooner than later. But like I said, another contest is coming out. I want to start up a Q&A. This will be the start of it. If anybody has any questions, once I get a good amount of questions, I'll do a Q&A. But I want to start doing a little bit more. I might start bringing back some of the old stuff that I did have when I did have a lot of time, like the Terror Tuesday or something like that. I want to start bringing that back because I actually enjoyed it myself. I'm going to try to do a little bit more, but like I said, this past month has been kind of crazy, kind of ridiculous. I've been working overtime and everything, so no excuse that I haven't made videos, but it's the best excuse I have, I guess. But hopefully you like this. Leave me any comments you want. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Whatever. At this point, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, what can I do? But hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you sat through the whole thing. And yeah. But like I said, in every video now, I'm going to end with a question. So the question I have for you guys to answer is along the lines of Jersey Boys. What is your favorite doo-wop group? If you don't listen to doo-wop, very simple. I don't know what you're talking about. It's definitely not my time. But what is your favorite doo-wop group growing up? Like I said, I loved Frankie Valli. I loved everything that was down the Drifters and all that stuff back then. So what is your doo-wop, 50s, 60s, what is your favorite group or song or whatever? But if you want, answer in a video, answer in the comments. But there you go. That's my question of the day. I will see you in a video hopefully soon. So I'll see you.